Mary-Lynne Donahue prefers to vote early here at Sheboygan City Hall.
Typically you can go when there's not a long line.
But this Democrat feels differently about voting lately. She's one of a dozen plaintiffs in a 2015 lawsuit against Wisconsin's elections board.
I don't have much of a voice.
After Republicans gained control of the state government in 2011, they redrew the legislative boundaries. Under the new maps, the GOP has maintained control of the state Senate and Assembly in every election. They now have their largest majority in decades.
What we've learned through these years is that skilled districtors can draw lines that strongly favor their party and disadvantage the other party.
As far as I can tell, there'll never be a Democrat elected to the 26th Assembly District ever again.
A lower court found the maps unconstitutionally favored Republicans. The U.S. Supreme Court will hear arguments on October 3rd, the first time the High Court is taking on partisan gerrymandering in more than a decade. If the High Court limits what lawmakers can do to gain political advantage, it could affect the balance of power between Democrats and Republicans across the country.
That will affect practically every state in the country, but it will affect a substantial number of states that drew heavily partisan maps following the 2010 census. And it would set that standard in place in time to apply to the redistricting that will occur in 2021.
Wisconsin's Attorney General says the redistricting process was entirely lawful and constitutional.
There is no constitutional right to proportional representation of political parties. If you take that to its conclusion, then do libertarian voters get a right to proportional representation along with Green Party voters?
Some believe redistricting is contributing to the increased polarization in American politics because they feel fewer districts are genuinely competitive between the parties. Mary-Lynne Donahue says she just wants fair maps.
I just have this core belief that voting is what changes the world.
That's why she wants to make sure her vote counts. Carrie Antelfinger, Associated Press, Sheboygan, Wisconsin.